creepy looking lady there. Just standing there saying nothing.
Hello.
Be off with you, Satan.
Hi, you.
Sketch. So after about 2 hours of driving from the airport, we finally reached this place smack bang in the middle of nowhere in the north of Vietnam, very close to the border with Laos, in this town called Muang Thai, I think. And we reached this hotel, and it's literally a huge hotel, but literally no one's in it. It's the most surreal experience I think I've ever had in my life. This is what you get out the window here. The rain's began and it's actually storming right now. You check out this old school room. Check out the classic bathroom. And then it's actually alright in a way. It's just quite old school. And you've got this got a little balcony, which is alright. And this is the view on the other side was better actually. You've got a massive river on the other side. It's quite cool. But this ain't bad either. You've got a lot of, you know, not a bad little thing to wake up to with a cup of tea. But it's not the Ritz-Carlton, is it? But it'll do for a few nights. Just got out of the hotel. It's been raining all morning. It's still spitting with rain a little bit now. But I found a little window to get out in when it's not actually raining that much. Yeah, the rainy season is real. I'm the only foreigner in town. It's not really known for tourism around here at all. So I've literally left the hotel, just taking a little walk. Ha's doing assisting with some training at the hotel. So she's been out and I've just been left to wander. I've been told down here there's an abandoned hospital. I didn't think I'd be urbexing in Vietnam, but looks like I am. I'm not sure I'm going to go down there. I think I'm just going to stick to the main roads. But you can see here, that's kind of swish. That's pretty nice. You can see the clouds. I might take a photo of that. Some little kids on a bicycle just went by saying hello. Oh, this is pretty special, isn't it? Beautiful around here. There's more livestock than people in this area. Just turkeys on the street. See there. I don't know whether this is shit I'm stepping in or something, some other vegetation, but I just stick to the road really if I can. I think that's is that the hospital entrance or the fuel station? I don't know. Don't know if I'm even allowed to walk that far past here, if I'm going to be honest, but see, that's typical Vietnamese architecture there. Very tall but kind of narrow buildings. Doesn't seem to be a great deal going on here. The only slight concern is if like hungry dogs come and start chasing me down. Bet people are going to look at me and think, what is a foreigner doing walking down this barren stretch of road? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the end here. If there's not much in the way of stuff to see, I'm going to turn around. There's a bridge back that direction, maybe another few hundred meters down the road, maybe half a kilometre, 3/4 of a kilometre, something like that. There's a nice bridge where I'm going to go past and take some snaps. But oh, this is like makeshift like gyms, huh? That's cool. I don't know where this hospital is. Oh, there's something in English here. Let's see what's written here. I think it says historical site. Okay. Oh, Lai Chau prison. Oh, this is interesting. This was probably a prison from the colonial days when the French were in power. You see, historical site, Lai Chau prison. Interesting. All right, cool. Despite being very wet, as you can see, it's just literally rained all night and all morning, and it's beginning to spit again now. But yeah, the rain is intensifying a little bit now. It's still bloody warm, and understandably quite humid. I don't really know what to expect going down here. You can probably see the bridge I was talking about. I don't know if the camera gets it, but there's that bridge in the background. I probably am going to head back there shortly, and then I've got to work, because I'm working actually this week. Not that I really want to work, I've got to be honest, but I may as well, since there's nothing really to do during the day. But yeah, anyway, this is turning into a bit of a ramble. But yeah, if I see anything interesting, I will put the video back on. I'm on the bridge. Guess I'm allowed to walk on this bit. A couple of people have passed me and haven't said anything, so I'm guessing it's okay to walk. Take a look at this though, it's alright, isn't it? Not even at the middle of the bridge yet, it's even nicer from that side. This could be Scotland, couldn't it really? The military thing, or whatever it was called back then, I don't know whether that was the hospital actually. There was a building further on, but it looked very unremarkable and not exactly inviting. There wasn't a welcome come in sign that I could ascertain, so I kind of about turned and just came back to the bridge. I've got to go back to work anyway at some point. But this is the bridge, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Like I said, getting a few looks from passers-by, because I think this is one of the least densely populated parts of the country here, so it's very sparse. But I guess we're kind of at the midpoint now of the bridge. Yeah. You should go to this side as well. That's pretty spectacular, isn't it? Oh shit, there's some cows in the distance on the bridge. Don't know whether I'm going to go up that way. They're starting to walk towards me actually, so I think I'm going to scarf her.
vẫn vừa phải rồi sống cơn mưa sương tố sẽ vượt qua trời đêm và xanh bóng lá rồi nắng nối đường anh về chim én mang mùa xuân xóa mờ niềm đau năm cũ anh sẽ về bên em ta không phải là mối nghèo một đêm chân sâu cái thương người xưa nắng ơn ai thu chẳng phải ai nói lại tình xưa sống trong mùa đông muôn thuở chim em về xóm sao ta tới đời còn có nhau.
I'm here in Dien Bien Phu, big city in the heartland of the north. Let's have a look what's going on here. Oh, yeah. And so explain to us the significance of this place.
Well, this place is where the battle between Vietnamese army and French armies took place, like 71 years ago? Oh no, yeah, 71 years ago.
71 years ago, in 1954.
Yeah, 1954.
Now, let's not forget that the Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh, declared independence from the French 9 years before that.
Yeah, but after that,
But the French didn't accept.
Came back. Yeah.
The French never accepted that, right?
Yeah.
They never came to terms with the fact that they were
The loser.
well, I mean, essentially they lost World War II as well. If it weren't for the Allied forces, namely America and Great Britain and Canada, France would have lost World War II. So already Indochina lost faith in France as being a power.
Yeah.
But that's an aside. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's go check it out. So this is the walk up the hill. As you can see, all the people, I don't know if you can make it out, but there are people in their droves walking up the hillside. This is obviously an important pilgrimage that is made to commemorate an important historical milestone in the country's history, as Vietnam marks the victorious occasion of the battle against the imperial Western oppressors. Is that a good summary?
Mm.
And could you explain to me what the significance is of the Hill 1? There's obviously a few hills right around here.
Yeah, well, you should learn about the whole battle to find out the role of this place.
Yeah, but for simplicity's sake, let's just explain a little bit about
This the
Hill 1.
first.
You've got different hills, right?
Yeah, this is the first place when the Vietnamese army just
speak up.
This is the first place when Vietnamese army attacked. Here in the past it used to be the how to say, it's like the area that's occupied by French.
Yeah, occupied territory.
Yeah, occupied territories.
Yeah, okay.
So, and Vietnamese soldiers, they traveled a long way
Yes,
from Hanoi to here,
yes.
passing the fighting pass we visited yesterday.
Oh, up the other side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they did everything on foot. They walked from Hanoi to here.
The French?
Vietnamese soldiers.
Oh, the Vietnamese. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because this was already occupied by France,
Yeah,
and the Vietnamese walked all the way.
yeah.
Okay, got you.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they came here.
Yeah.
And this is the first place they attack.
Was it like an ambush operation?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. If you call it, I don't know in English.
Element of surprise.
Yeah.
Took them by surprise. Came
Yeah.
over the hill.
Yeah.
Caught the French off guard,
Yeah.
and just taught them a lesson or two, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's explore a little bit more
Mhm.
imminently. So here we are. We've reached what we think is nearly the top of the hill. It's marked by A1 up there, and clearly you get a picture now, a feel for what it perhaps would have been like. You even see here a little plaque in the ground, Dien Bien Phu, which is where we are, 7th of May 1954. So we have a clear date of what happened, and already quite a walk up the hill, right? And we see finally up here the main centerpiece of the stage, and a lot of people gathered to, as I said before, remember what went on back on the 7th of May 1954. As you can clearly read there, it says trenches of the French army, and there we see quite well preserved. I mean, it doesn't matter how you look at things really, a trench is a trench at the end of the day. It seems to me quite thin, the trench. If you picture the trenches in the Somme in the World War I, they were a lot more wider and more extensive. This was obviously a very much more of a simplistic, rudimentary, almost makeshift trench that was not really thought out in a very strategic or well planned out way. How effective it proved to be was obviously, well, not a matter of question because the French lost, but there we are. That was the French trench. Try say that after a few. French trench. And here we are. So, this tank that we're seeing here, could you tell us, is this is the Vietnamese tank then, I presume? Or is this the French tank that was captured?
I'll have to read
We're not sure what tank this belongs to.
belongs to French.
It's a French tank. Right, okay. So the Bazet tank of French army was destroyed by the 674th Company April 1st in the morning.
Do you think it's still working nowadays?
No, I think they've removed any component that will allow it to operate anyway. It's just essentially a shell you're seeing here, I imagine. If they really wanted to get it working, they probably could, but it's a little bit seen a bit of weathering over the years, let's put it that way. What does that sign say up there? Don't touch.
Don't climb on.
Oh, don't climb. So, is this called Hill 1 because it was the first hill, I presume, that where the battle occurred?
I'm sorry because I can't remember.
Let's just pretend that was the case.
Yeah.
Let's just presume that Hill 1 was the first.
Well,
Makes sense to have it in chronological order.
yeah, if you put it in the context of the commentaries we have.
Yeah.
The first place
In the context of the entire war against France in the 50s, would you consider this to be quite a pivotal one that defined the stride for independence?
Yeah.
I.e., was the French losing here kind of set the stage for Vietnamese independence?
From France.
It was a major tipping point in the war.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This area covers quite an extensive site. Struggling with the heat. It's a hot day today. So in the previous section we saw 3 words: Bun, Mao, and the third one. So could you enlighten us what that means?
Mud, blood, and flowers.
Which is a very apt description of the struggle, of the struggle for
the spirit of this world, this battle.
There's quite a big crater in there. Is this something that was deliberately left after the battle?
I think so.
To serve as a reminder of the horrors that took place here?
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't film this before, but down there in the red, not the red immediately in front of us, but the red in the background, is the grave of 4 soldiers. Over here you can see also evidence of some form of trench warfare, I presume, that and you see it's tunnelled, so it goes all the way through to that side as well. So just before we came up here there was a big group,
There's good view from here.
and as Har points out, there's a very good view from there as well. So yeah, doesn't seem that big when you look at it, but obviously the battle, this is just a snapshot, I suppose, of the overall battle that took place. And like we said earlier, there were many hills on which the battle was formed, not just this hill, but how many hills in total do we know?
No, I don't know. 10 probably.
10 hills. You see more evidence there of the labyrinth, catacomb-like trench, possibly built by the French. But if you can get a sense really for how deep that actually is. It's quite deep, quite developed, and here on the outer periphery there's further evidence of bunker-like establishments, if you can call it that.
Machine gun bunker.
Machine gun bunker. So this battle, we were seeing different dates here. We're seeing May the 1st, we're seeing May the 6th, May the 7th was when the battle concluded. And so this battle was quite extensive and prolonged, right? It was over a month for the whole battle to conclude.
More than a month. Like the first day of the battles was 31st March, right?
31st of March. So it was
more than 2 months.
6 weeks?
No,
The
more
7th
than
of, no, it concluded 7th of May, I saw earlier.
that. So, oh yeah.
Yeah, 6 weeks, yeah. 6-week battle in which the French ultimately lost. And the rest is history. And what a beautiful view this is. Which is a sweet irony in a way, because it's always strange to say what a beautiful view on the site of somewhere where people lost their lives, some in great numbers. So Ha's taken over film duty because that's more her specialty, shall we say. I'm the waffler, she's the filmer.
You're a good team.
Well, together we combine quite well. Lots of young Vietnamese have come out today. It is a Saturday after all, but it's interesting to see the sort of demographic of Vietnamese that do come here. Obviously, the history of the country is taught comprehensively from a very young age, and quite rightly as well. I think it's important. So this says here that this crater was actually formed by the Vietnamese on the 6th of May. So this essentially, if you like, was where the battle was won, precisely here, if I've understood that correctly. And it was an ambush attack. They essentially blew the French out the water in this exact spot. So you can argue that this was really the pivotal, this specific site was the pivotal location for where the war was decided ultimately, in the whole context of the war in general.
On the bright side, well, after the war ends, nowadays it becomes a very nice place for people to come and visit.
Indeed, it's a well-maintained spot.
Yeah.
You can see
To learn about history.
There's a lovely floral
Yeah.
arrangement around the side. It's very tastefully done, I think, to not cover up. Now, I guess if Vietnam had lost this battle, I'm not sure whether it would have been quite revered in the same way, but thankfully they did win, and that's all that matters. There's more bits down here that we're going to explore. In fact, it goes all the way to where that building is in the distance, I believe.
Oh, look at
Bunkers.
that.
It's open, Can we explore, do you think?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that, there's nothing to say that we can't, right? Just watch your step down here. So this is where the active battle took place. Very sobering experience. Not much to see anymore, as you can.
Look.
Oh yes, there is actually. Yeah. God, getting down on your hands and knees, wading, well, literally crawling through.
Well, I think now it becomes the tunnel for rats and all other animals.
Well, not soldiers anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can imagine, May would not have been quite the rainy season yet, so it could have been dry. Obviously, we're here in the rainy season, so there's a lot of
Look,
waterlogging.
this the size of modern life, you know.
Yeah, I very much doubt this was electrified in 1954. Doesn't seem that far away, does it really, in the context of overall history? You know, the 50s was when our parents were born, you know?
Yeah.
So it's only a couple of generations, really. Maybe 3 generations now. Right?
Yeah.
Since this all happened. It's crazy to think how much the world has changed, how much geography and geopolitical aspects have changed in that time. It's quite an extensive network of underground tunnels, right? There's another one here you can go down. Don't think it's tunnel here, but you can see it goes all the way around. Oh yes, there is a little.
It continue, huh?
Yeah, it's all linked up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vietnam is obviously I don't need to tell you, educated viewers, that this is a tropical country, but it's deceiving because it looks very overcast today, but in fact it's very, very hot and humid today. And those kind of climate considerations have to be borne in mind when you consider the battle in April, May of 1954. This kind of climate would have been foreign to the French, and who knows, that could have played a part in the overall result of what happened. Maybe not the main reason, but it was a reason. Geography would have also played a part, amongst other aspects. Do you think these are the original blocks for traversing the bunkers,
Yes.
in your opinion?
Yeah.
It's all the way down there.
Yeah.
It's quite a... It doesn't look much from the outset, but actually it's quite extensive the more that you roam around this area. And even things that have long since been covered up, you see were once exposed a lot more. It's interesting, isn't it, how geography plays such a part in war. Watch your step. Even now, in modern warfare, geography does play its part. But even more so, I believe, in the time of where things were a lot more on the ground.
Yeah, we're going downhill.
If we just zoom out a little, we can see here all the different places.
Barbed wire fence protecting the Chinese products.
Yeah. So, where's it supposed to show the fence? Not sure where. Well, I presumed it was around here. It's kind of ironic, really, isn't it? How the two languages are English and Vietnamese, but not French.
Yeah.
There's some sort of irony to that, isn't there?
Oh, we can take this way to the
This path?
cemetery. Yeah. Over there. See
Let's go.
the stairs over there.
Yeah. Just as a slight aside, you see these flags a lot in the north of Vietnam. Could you just enlighten our viewers as to what they represent?
Well, this flag is these flags are put in pagodas, in temples, and in very spiritual places like this. Here we are approaching the cemeteries,
Yes.
which just which one? It's the place where we worship, like the soldiers, Vietnamese soldiers who.
To commemorate the
Yeah.
the fallen soldiers in a spiritual setting. Yeah. Lots of propagandist images you'll find dotted all around sites like these and throughout the country in general. This is quite a spectacular setting, isn't it? This looks like it's been newly
Yeah.
renovated,
Finished
right?
last year to celebrate the 70 years.
Right, okay.
Anniversary.
That's why it looks so new. Okay, interesting. You have small cemeteries dotted all throughout Vietnam to mark and observe what happened throughout the country's history, not just due to the French occupation, but the later conflict with the United States as well. And quite rightly so. Vietnam has a very troubled history, but things are a lot better now, at least on the military front. But not wanting to politicize this video too much, but there's always politics at play wherever you are in the world, and that's probably where I should shut my mouth. I know I was going to mention stuff about Trump and tariffs and stuff, but probably not the place or the time. The less said about him, the better, really. Oh, this is quite spectacular, isn't it? You'll see incense is a very symbolic, reverential object in these kind of spiritual places and in homesteads. Not quite sure about the cigarette butts, that's not so spiritual, but there's quite these places are always very well and kind of tastefully designed, aren't they? sort of a mixture of the minimalist and the... But it's not at the same time. It's minimalist colours probably. These poles, or however you want to call them, in the middle, does that represent anything specifically, do you think? The amount of people who fell?
Yeah. I think the number of poles in the middle represents the number of soldiers who I read somewhere the last time when I came home.
You've got these ones on the outer perimeter as well, that also possibly signify something to that end, and it goes even further. Oh yes, in the background there's the pagoda. So beforehand, would this just have been a simple path leading to the pagoda? And this is what looks like quite a grand entrance to the pagoda area. Could you give a rough gist of what this is saying?
It's a quotation of the great great leaders in Vietnam for this battle. He passed away like 15 years ago. And this is his quotation.
On the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
What it looks like here?
Yeah. He said
7th of May 64, so 10 years after.
Yeah, he said like in the history of Vietnam, we experienced a lot of war against invaders, the Chinese, but we won. We won always, all the time. So we can be defeated, basically. And the Dien Phu battle is one of the biggest battle in our history. So nowadays we're living in the age of in the era of independence, freedoms, and we look forward to the future under the leadership of Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, we look forward to the future, a bright future.
And this as well?
Communist. Yeah.
This is Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh said, Dien Bien Phu battle is the remarkable milestone in Vietnamese history. It's the milestone, it's the remark which is the remark. It remarks that the colonists got away from Vietnam.
Yeah.
And we are, as Vietnamese, we are proud ourselves with the world that we become. We want French and become an independent country. We gain the autonomy.
Here, here. And here it is. We don't film inside temples in Vietnam, but we can sure film outside. And here they are. Now, Har and I have just lit some incense, as is part of the custom when you come here. Not obligatory, but we decided to do it. And yeah, it's these are the rules.
See, they take a photo over there. Big group.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, you can't pick it up on the camera, but there's a massive group over there having a photo taken. I presume they're going to come this way. There's about 50 people over there. Anyway, we'll go into the temple. Camera goes off. So here is a newly constructed military museum. It focuses on the victory that we witnessed, back at Hill Number 1. And if we look around, you've got the very prominent flag proudly hoisted up there, and little sort of bunting like flags displayed at the entrance. Unfortunately, it's closed for lunch, and it closes for 2 hours during the middle of the day. Hence, we cannot actually go in because we have a flight which unhappily coincides with the opening hours of this establishment. But you can see here, proudly displayed as well in great letters, the 71. I guess that says the Battle of Dien Bien Phu. I will be able to confirm that. But yeah, it's a pity that we cannot go in, but this is what it looks like from the outside. It almost looks like a sports stadium, doesn't it? Or an indoor arena. But it's actually a military museum. So at this site here, we see through the barbed wire a very historic site indeed. The conclusion of the Battle of Dien Bien took place at this exact spot. For what we're seeing here, if we zoom in a little bit, is actually a tunnel, a hideout, if you will. Now, we can't actually go there because it's lunchtime and it's closed. And if I zoom out, you'll see I'm filming from behind barbed wires. But here is where the general, the leader of the French army, General de Castries, was captured. He was hiding out here after having fled from Hill Number 1, where the majority of the battle took place, and eventually he was caught on the night of the 7th of May 1954. Nearly 2 months fighting ended here. On the night he was captured, the Vietnamese flag was hoisted proudly upon this bunker, and that marked the end of nearly 2 months of fierce battle between the Western imperialist power and the brave Vietnamese, who went over literally mountains with their bicycles and rudimentary weapons to defeat the much superior French army. And if we come around here, we'll probably get a better view of the location. Is there anything else I've missed in terms of information? It's difficult really to envisage the scale of the bunker from the outside here.
It's interesting to see under tunnel, inside tunnel.
Exactly, but one might imagine that it's quite deep and vast the further in you go in the tunnel itself. But like I said, it's difficult really to get a grasp of the scale.
How big is the tunnel? I have to check. Well, the tunnel is the side is 20 meters long and 8 meters wide.
20 meters long.
8 meters wide.
You sure that's 20 meters? Doesn't sound that much.
Well, that's what it says here.
20 meters squared or 20 meter
Long. So
that's more
it's
than
about like
that's
the
more
areas
than
is like 160 meters square.
yeah, okay, because I was going to say 20 meters might be this side here, but the length is way more than 20 meters, huh? Do you mean 20 meters deep?
No, they said 20 meters long.
Well, that can't be, huh? That's the length there. That's way more than 20 meters, huh? Even from here I can tell that's more than 20 meters, right?
Mm.
That's more like 50 meters at least, huh?
Probably inside.
Must be inside, because that would be more like 20 meters. That's more like 50, yeah? Oh, the phone's struggling to focus. Yeah, our first video is filmed using a smartphone. We will invest in the future
Yeah.
in more advanced equipment. Anyway, this is the hideout of General de Castries, and he was de Castries was castrated here by the Vietnamese.
He wasn't cute.
It's
huh?
not a very good play on words, but there we go. Best I could come up with. At least he had some good shelter, right, at the time, you know.
Well, you should protect the historical place, right? I mean, like I said,
Yeah. The pride of the Vietnamese victory is here. It's a slight shame it's kind of covered in this barbed wire. I doubt people really would want to desecrate this area. The command bunker, it says over there.
Yeah. On the left you can see the sculpture.
Yeah, so this command bunker, it says, was established in November, on the 20th of November 1953 until the 7th of May 1954. So for 6 odd months the French held out here. I imagine they were already facing, realised as late as, or as early as 1953, that they were facing an uphill battle to keep Dien Bien as a fortress in their military quest. They knew the game was up, I imagine, as far back as then. And so it proved to be. So we stopped here at a restaurant very close to our hotel. Just to explain a bit for those who don't know Vietnamese cuisine, what this is all about.
Yeah. We are having here the barbecue chicken, the very local chicken dish. It's small, but it's very sweet. The meat is just sweet and nice.
Well seasoned.
Well seasoned as well. Yeah, for sure.
What about these sauces here? Give us a breakdown of this.
Yeah, this is very traditional. Traditional way of having chicken with this sauce is made out of very local spices, including, I don't know what they are called in English, but they call macan and hatsu, and with a bit of black peppers, red chili, and kumpra. They mix all together.
Lovely. And we dip everything in there as well. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Vegetable and chicken, and you've got your fresh vegetable, your fresh
herb,
herbs as well. Yeah.
This herb is very popular in I think in Vietnam and in Japan when you have sashimi.
Sashimi, yeah.
This,
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is obviously a chili-based sauce here.
Yeah.
And what about this sauce here?
Same,
A similar variation.
Yeah.
And of course, you have the rice, and we've got our bowls. I took a lemongrass tea, which is very sweet but very refreshing on a hot day like this. And let's
enjoy.
Let's eat.
Yeah.
What do we say? Which means enjoy your meal. Bon appetit. So we found our way back at Dien Bien Phu Airport, and our plane has just landed. Literally as I started filming, the plane came into land. And like last time, it ate up the entire runway, because it's not a very big runway. Not the worst scenery in the world for an airport. Not bad at all. Pretty nice. Explain what we've been up to the last few days, because we haven't been filming.
What have we done? We visited Mương Lai town.
Okay. Explain, give a brief description of what Mương Lai is like as a town. Small town.
Small town.
In kind of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In the northwest, very close to the border with Laos. In fact, if you look basically over that mountain, the other side of the mountain, you're in Laos from here. Okay, so Mương Lai, what were we doing in Mương Lai?
Well, you're working, right? I got a training course there.
The main reason why we went was for your training activity.
Yeah, because my organization is providing a training course to the household businesses over there.
And we didn't just stay in Mương Lai, we went to another place, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to Tân Lao district.
Yeah.
Another very densely populated town in Dien Bien province.
Yeah. Yeah. And now we've gone back to Dien Bien, and we decided very spontaneously to start a YouTube channel. Because why not?
Why not?
Why not indeed?
Yeah.
So this concludes the first video, essentially. We wanted to show you a bit more, but
the view from
circumstances didn't allow. But yeah, the view from here is amazing. Our plane awaits us.
You could see from distance there, all the mountain range, just like this is charmingly, gently surrounded by white cloud.
Yeah.
It's very fresh here, the air.
This is one of the smallest airports I've ever been to in my life. It's a very provincial airport, but I think it only runs 1 or 2 flights a day from here, and I think it's to the same destination each time, Hanoi, which is where we're going right now. The flight time is 35 minutes. It's a very short flight, and hopefully it will not be too bumpy.
The weather seems to be okay now.
Yeah, the weather's fine. It should be fine. Right. So let's wrap things up.
See you in Hanoi.
Goodbye from Ha,
Bye-bye.
and goodbye from me. I don't know if that captured, but there we go. Goodbye.
Bye.
Tell me all about this name. It's difficult to say. It was given me the day I was born. Wanna know about the stories in the empire of old. My eyes say more of me than what you dare to say. All I know of you is the sights of war. A film by Coppola, helicopters roar. One day I'll touch your soil. One day I finally know your soul. One day I'll come to you.